A favorite place, especially this time of the year. We're on the page of our calendar when summer loosens its grip and autumn begins its slow step to center stage. When I see the season turning from summer to autumn, I know where I must be. And I would like for you to come with me, and together we can listen to nature talking to us. Nature is like a model on a fashion runway, strutting an easy step, showing off seasonal wear. In these parts, the model is slowly shelving summer wear for autumn's wardrobe. In the Cleveland Metro Parks, the season, one piece at a time, will soon be fully dressed for fall. Those who work these forests and waterways of the Cleveland Metro Parks know full well seasonal change is coming, because nature talks.
That length of night then starts to turn some things like trees into a mode of self-preservation. Here comes a long, cold winter.
Jen Brumfield is excited about nature. Her job as a Cleveland Metro Parks naturalist is also, well, her passion. This land reflects nature's mindset. Jen's too, now that autumn is slipping in.
So we hear these katydids, and we hear these black-legged meadow katydids. We hear all these insects that remind us, cicadas, that remind us of that time summer is over.
We humans are not alone noting the season. Animals and plants feel it. What we learned in elementary school about all that still holds true. In Ohio, we actually see noticeable changes in our 4 seasons. Lucky us. So it has come again. The Metro Parks forest is beginning to show off. Summer's exiting, autumn's on the way.
And at fall time, it's absolutely gorgeous. I bring a camera up here and I'll take pictures. It's just gorgeous.
The Cleveland Metro Parks' 18 reservations are likened to an emerald necklace ringing the city. But even long before there was a Cleveland or a recorded human history, this landscape had been carved out by glaciers slowly scouring the land.
Ice moving so slowly, creeping along, so powerful enough to carve the land and till certain areas and just make this landscape what it is that we know today.
As summer loosens its hold, the animals of the forest and waterways respond. They are settling in for autumn. The toad from the Rocky River Reservation squeaks the season. He and all the creatures make ready for autumn, preparing to buffer themselves for what comes later. Nearby, a harmless spider dropped in on us for a spell, running my hand, but offering no comment.
So they'll build these amazing webs, these very complicated webs. Look at it, they're unbelievably fast. We need spiders.
Metro Parks naturalist Jen Brumfield speaks for all the creatures. As is the case with all the naturalists in the Cleveland Metro Parks, her passion is these woods and waters and all of nature's unfolding in its inevitable way. As you were looking at that heron there, your eyes were glowing. I mean, this is a bell ringer.
Look at that, look at that. He's waving. He's preening and just threw up all of his flight feathers.
One season's drift into another helps steady me. Maybe I count on the season's comings and goings. They are as reliable as the babble of the rivers through the Metro Parks reservations. You know, the park's founders had something when they earmarked these greater Cleveland lands and waters to be set aside for all of us and all who follow us. The old Rocky River cuts a watery path through the Metro Parks. Although the Metro Parks has been here for almost 100 years, this scene right here has been here way longer than that. In fact, if you went back several thousand years, this is exactly what you see right here.
Stacked along beside us are layers and layers of our history piled on top of one another.
That's why we hold on to it. You see, this is part of our natural history. In his famous poem, the author wrote, "Whose woods these are? I think I know." Had he written of my Ohio's Cleveland Metro Parks, he would have said, they belong to the people. Because they do. And of course, to the wildlife, which know as home these woods and waters of the Cleveland Metro Parks, which in late summer, early autumn, put on quite the show. A colorful show with nature's music and a great performance. Even now, as summer eases off the stage and autumn laces up its dance shoes for its starring role, a coming attraction. In Northeast Ohio, you have complimentary tickets for great box seats at any of Cleveland's Metro Park's 23,000 acres. This is Leon Bibb. By the way, next year as a park, Cleveland Metro Park celebrates 100 years. I'll save a seat on the aisle for you in the woods.